your pussy. Fucking faggot. Oh my fucking god.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Welcome back to another episode of Cocteau Twinks. Yeah. Period. We're back. Better
Episode
than
46.
ever. I think episode 46, possibly. I think so. Yeah, we've been doing this for quite some time.
Yeah.
Just want to let everyone know that yes, we are still monetized. It's better on Spotify, so if you want us to be paid, please listen on there. Thank you.
Exactly.
Let's start with the land acknowledgement as well. I just want to pay my respects to the Wurundjeri people. We are currently residing and podcasting on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Wurrung and Bunurong language groups of the East Kulin Nation. I want to pay respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Sovereignty was never ceded, and white Australia has a black history. Don't you ever forget it. And we stand in solidarity with all oppressed groups of people. Fuck the colony. Free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan, free Kurdistan, free Ukraine. Although Ukraine do get their coverage and Ukraine do get their flowers. But yes, I just fuck this world. And
Fuck this world.
yeah, always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Period.
And with that, we would like to welcome Pride Month into the room.
Yes, happy Pride.
Come in, Pride Month.
Happy Pride, everyone. It is Pride, and I am not proud.
Okay. Actually, like, when did I ask?
How will you be celebrating Pride this month?
Well, okay, so in this Pride Month, I have been advised by my dear friend.
You don't have friends.
Okay. Well, I need my booty ate.
Yes, you need your male butt ate. You need your male butt ate now. So,
Fuck the colon. Notice how
somebody fuck your colon, literally.
That's the goal.
Yeah. If you don't get your butt ate this month, you're homophobic. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. And I will be engaging in some lesbian intercourse this month.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, because I don't know, I've been getting a lot of dick recently and it doesn't, like, sometimes it makes me feel good about myself, but other times it just makes me feel broken. Like I'm a shell of a person. I'm rejecting my my homosexuality. Homosexual. And it's just not okay. Like, I think that I'm too old for this now. You know, like, I understand that when you're younger and then you're like a little insecure about being gay and like, you know, like based on, you know, your upbringing and your culture or whatever. But I think I'm at a point in my life where like I have no excuse. I'm surrounded by gay people who I love and who love me dearly. I need to give back to the community. I need to be a real ally and eat some pussy. Because that's what allyship is all about. Pleasuring homosexual people of the homosexual persuasion, mama. Yeah. But you know, like, I mean, if we want to talk about being gay and the struggles that come with being gay, it's like, you know, it is hard, especially me living or existing as a non-binary person. Like, yeah, I feel like a lot of this past week has kind of brought those feelings back and reminded me of my constant struggle when it comes to dating and like being in relationships and even just like pursuing my queer life. Yeah, I think that being gay will never be easy.
Yeah.
I think that's a big misconception. Like, I mean, like maybe if you're white and like I don't know, you grew up in like a really accepting sort of family, which is honestly quite rare, but like being gay or being trans is a struggle. But you know, would you rather choose to like live authentically and struggle, or live an easy convenient life and be burdened by misery and regret? You know, and I don't want to live in regret anymore. Like I really want to believe in myself. I think everybody should really try to believe in themselves and know that like struggling and experiencing hardship and discrimination all your life is like, you know, it's not so bad when you kind of look at the bigger picture and see what your life could become and how happy that you will eventually be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of thing that holds like a lot of queer people back, you know. Yeah, one of my first like queer experiences was really traumatic, you know. Yeah, I think I want to talk about it.
Yeah. Good
Can
point.
we?
Of course.
Okay, I'm just gonna trigger warning. I don't know, like I guess like sexual assault or misconduct or whatever. But yeah, when I was younger, I had this friend from church and I used to hang out with her all the time. And she kind of was like my first introduction to porn. And, you know, we would hang out and all she would want to do was like watch porn and read porn. So that's kind of how I got into it. Sounds like the best friend ever, right? Like,
Sounds like me.
when we get home from church, like we would just be watching like copious amounts of porn, right? Anyways, so, you know, then she was like we were very young. I was like maybe like 10 or 11, and she wanted to engage in like the stuff that we were watching. Like she wanted to act it out in real life. I didn't really have a good understanding of sex. I didn't really know what it was. I kind of just, I literally just watched porn like TV. You know, like that's what it was to me. It was just like a show, like a fun thing that you watch with your friend. I didn't really understand like anything about sex or like intimacy or anything.
Yeah.
So then she would do things that we saw in porn, like on me. And she would like encourage me to do it to her as well. And I didn't really know what I was doing, but it made her happy. So I just did it. And when she did things to me, like I felt guilty because I knew that, you know, what we were doing was like, I knew a part of it was like wrong. And especially us being like Christian and stuff, like I knew that there was something wrong about this, but I didn't know how to like communicate that and how to stop it. Like I was so young at the time. And she was older than me, not much older, but she was older than me. And I wanted her to be friends with me. I didn't have many friends when I was younger. So like, I just wanted her to be friends with me so bad. I just, you know, let it happen. And then she would tell me to like never tell anyone, like we can't talk about it. Sometimes we had like a little code word that we would use to reference it to each other, but only a word that like both of us understood. And yeah, I think my first introduction to like being queer was that it was like not right, and that, you know, it was wrong and that we shouldn't be doing it, and it had to be kept secret. So I think like eventually we kind of just drifted because like I think I just stopped going to church. But that was like a memory of mine that I didn't revisit for a very long time. It was like so jarring and traumatic for me to even admit that I had engaged in something like that with one of my friends, or like someone that I really trusted, and that I couldn't tell my parents or anyone about it, not even my siblings. Like, and I packed it away in my brain for so long. And then it's quite funny because like I didn't think about it for years, but then I knew that throughout my life I was queer, and I was always so scared to pursue it. I always had this like guilt attached to it, and I thought that it was just like, you know, religious trauma, but it was actually a lot more than that. It was like, you know, I was conditioned to feel from a very early age that that was not what is it, like it was not okay for me to have these feelings and do these things. It was like debaucherous. So yeah, only until last year, because I think I briefly mentioned it to you, like at some point in our friendship, and then last year you kind of brought it up to me again, or like said her name, and then I was just like flooded with the memory of like what happened to me. And yeah, I was like, wow, like I feel like that kind of explains a lot for me, and kind of helped me understand why I struggle so much in queer relationships. And I just have this like I just feel like I'm tainted, or that like I'm not pure, and what I'm doing is like is really immoral, you know? So yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that like, yeah, I think the like the religious part of it and like the way she made you feel like it's a sin or whatever is like valid, and you probably feel that, but I was wondering if you feel like, or like ever feel like uncomfortability around women or being intimate with women because of that, or
I think it made me really uncomfortable around women like throughout my childhood, like around other girls, because that was like one of my only examples or like types of relationships that I had with a girl.
Yeah.
So then when I was younger and I was friends with girls, I always felt like a bit guarded, and I felt kind of predatory, you know? If I ever had like if I ever liked one of my friends, or if I ever had a crush on them, I felt so disgusting about it. And then I didn't want to be friends with them because it like brought up all those feelings, and then I felt like something was wrong with me. I projected it onto them. I felt like something was wrong with them, and like, oh, they were coming onto me or something, and which is obviously never the case. But yeah, I think it did make me view women in a very different way. I really struggled to be friends with girls my whole life. Yeah, there was always like an issue that I had, and then like, and I didn't know why. I didn't really see the connection until I got much older.
Yeah.
You know, and I the only reason why I'm talking about this is not a sympathy, like I'm not fishing for sympathy or whatever. Like obviously I've dealt with my feelings surrounding this, but I think that a lot of people, like even people that I know in my life, have had, you know, experiences like this when you're like kind of like a, I don't know, like a survivor of like sexual trauma, like when you're younger. Yeah, it's something that kind of haunts you for the rest of your life. And it's something you have to learn to like accept that it happened to you, but you can still live a good life, and that you're still deserving of a good life regardless, you know? And no person who takes advantage of you like can ever dictate how you choose to live your life and who you are and your value as a person. Like, you know? Yeah. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, even when I was like reminded of the memory again, like I realized like I never told anyone about this except for like I mentioned it briefly to you, but I never went into it. And then I think I mentioned it to maybe like Iris and Mason in the past, but it was like I kind of talked about it like it was just like a queer experience. I didn't actually talk about my feelings surrounding it and how it actually made me feel. So
I think like also, not to go into the details, but when you initially told me like, you told me like very like surface level, like without details, because I'm not sure if like you had like pushed it so far back that you forgot a lot of like what actually happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then I told my siblings about it for the first time in like, you know, years or whatever. And they were all really shook because they knew this friend that I had, and they obviously interacted with her many times, but they knew nothing of this. So, you know, I think when I was telling them, I felt really ashamed about it. I remember I started crying because I was just like finally feeling enough strength and courage to actually talk about it with them. Yeah, but they were like really, really accommodating and so accepting and didn't make me feel bad for it at all. Like, I think even my brother was like, you know, like, what happened to you was not your fault. Yeah, and I think that was really nice to hear because I felt like it was my fault for a really long time. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. Your openness is appreciated.
my gaping hole is appreciated. Oh God, sorry. Ethan pointed this out as well. Like, I am so bad. Like, I just always reference sex whenever I'm trying to like cope with something. I just make like a sexual reference. I'm like, I know I need to stop, like, because obviously like this is not a good coping mechanism, but I can't help being funny.
Yeah. You could be funnier. Yeah, but I think my perception of it and your family's perception is very like different to the understanding that you have, because it seems like you've struggled a lot with the fact that you're made to feel guilty for what happened, like the actual acts that you did and how it's like against your religion and whatever, just because that's what the girl told you and that's what you've been raised to believe. But like, that's not the issue. We're all gay and that's fine. The issue is that she did that to you at such a young age, and that is like not your fault at all.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I don't think she's like a villain or like a monster, and I think that like a child so young who's so capable of that and carrying out those acts has probably had something like that done to them. Like, it's very like monkey see, monkey do. I know nothing of like her family history and what her relationship with her parents or her siblings was like, but I feel like because of like the way she acted, I do question that, and I feel bad for her too. You know, she was also a child, so I don't like, I'm not angry at her or anything, and I don't blame her. Like, I just think that it's kind of like a blameless thing, and it's just something bad may have happened to her, and then she carried it out onto me, and I don't blame her for that because she was just a child, you know. But I think that has really deeply affected me and my lesbian relationships, and you know, I'm not scared of women. But sometimes I feel scared to initiate sex with women. I do it though. Like I do my best, and
I do it, guys.
I fucking do
have
it.
Sex with women.
And I have overcome the feelings and have like initiated that with women. But then I feel like there's always that thing in the back of my head that makes me feel like what I'm doing is wrong, and that I'm not allowed to talk about it with people. I also think that's like a big thing of like why I'm so open with like talking about my sexual experience with men compared to women. I think that also kind of relates to that too. And like, but you know, being lesbian, being queer, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I don't feel ashamed of it anymore. I think that like subconsciously sometimes my reflexes or like the way that I act correlates to my past trauma, but I have been doing the work to overcome that, you know. I think it just takes a lot of strength and confidence to like, you know, not let your past hold you back from being happy. And the lesbian sexual experiences I've had have been pretty good, like mostly good. Some of it has been a bit chop, like just like not that cute, but that's also like, I'm not going to sit here and say that, oh, every woman is so good at sex, because that's clearly not the truth. Like, heaps of men suck at having sex too. Like, you know, sex is not something that's good based on your gender. It's based on whether you're...
spectrum.
Yes, it's based on whether you're a freak or not.
Yeah, No, I am.
Oh, okay. High five. Yeah. So this Pride Month, be out, be proud. I will say I did kind of fuck up. I did start off my Pride Month by sleeping with a man. But you know what?
That's part of it.
The sex was mutually beneficial. It was really good. Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, he fucked. He pounded me and he pumped me, and it was beautiful and it was amazing. We had a gorgeous night. Yeah, that's, when I went to his house, he was like, "Oh yeah, like I listened to you talking about me in the podcast. Like you just think that I'm old and weird." I was like, "And what about it? And what about it?" But I was talking about him prior to actually like linking up with him, and then when we actually linked up, I was like, "Oh, like no, like there's more to you than I really thought."
There's an extra inch.
A couple inches down my throat. And it served me really well. He's a very good boy. He's a very good boy. I'm a very good boy, actually, and I do my part and I do my fucking time. And it's nice. It's just chill. There's no expectations. There's no like weirdness.
You don't have to suck his balls.
No, I like cup them and I grip them really hard with my hands, and then he's like, oh, fuck. Oh, I love taking his load. I'm sorry. I do. And I don't care that it's Pride Month. I stand behind that. I love swallowing his load. I love taking his big, big load. Oh. It's just nice, It's like I'm finally receiving the pleasure that I've deserved my entire fucking life, y'all. Yeah. And it was completely by chance that we met, and I was feeling lucky, and I got lucky. Lucky by Britney Spears. Is that She's so lucky.
I was thinking the Daft Punk one.
What's the Daft Punk one?
With Pharrell. I'm not singing it.
Sing it.
I don't want to.
Sing. That's my boy.
What?
Have you seen like the movie Sing, like the animated one, and it's like, "That's my boy," and he's like the gorilla playing I'm a gorilla, baby. He's the gorilla playing the piano, and he's singing he's singing like Elton John.
No.
You know, see, and then his gorilla dad is like in jail with like all the gorilla friends.
I'm your gorilla dad.
I'm a gorilla, baby. Shout out Jack Harlow, because
Don't fucking shout.
I genuinely thought that Jack Harlow was saying "I'm a gorilla, baby" in all his songs, but it was actually
In
Vanilla
all
Baby.
of his songs.
It was like
It's a
Mandela
little trick
effect.
he
I was
does.
like,
He says, "I'm a gorilla baby" in every
I
single
thought that
one.
was just like his line. Like I thought that was like his like opening statement as like a rapper. Like I'm a gorilla, baby. Like okay, like work is work. But no, it's yeah. I feel like starting off Pride Month, it's been starting off strong, especially after the clusterfuck of a week I've had. You bitches don't even know. You actually don't even know. And I
know.
Ethan knows. I'm not going to get too much into the update of my love life, but I don't know.
I think save it for a rainy day.
I'll save that for a rainy day.
But my Pride Month started off awfully.
Why?
Because I was playing League and I got told to kill myself. Someone said execute me.
Why?
Well, because in League they have like the Pride event and you can put like a icon on, and then in game you have like a Pride flag behind you. Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, I keep talking.
And I have the trans one on. And so
Trans?
baby,
Trans?
I'm ally. Hey.
One of our friends, I'm not gonna name names, but like and I'm also not gonna name gender, but when like they owed any of us money and then needed to transfer us the money, they would transfer the money and then message us and be like, "Just trannied you." Sorry.
Anyway.
Ally.
I'm an ally. A guy in my game was like, "Is that the trans flag?" And I was like, "Yes, mama." and he said, we're fucked. And at this point of the game,
dolls aren't the best league players of all time.
literally. So he thought I was trans and that we were fucked because of it. But the whole time I was carrying him, I was doing so amazingly as Ziggs. Someone said that I should put league clips at the end of the podcast. I've been so tempted to clip some and send it to you. But he said that, and then the whole time he was like saying, "Oh, stay away from kids. Like you shouldn't be near kids. Like
Ew.
that I should be executed." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up, transphobic pig." And he's like, "You're saying it like it's an insult." And I was like, "Yeah." And
I
I'm
know
saying
that
it while I'm carrying
you want a doll balls deep inside you, baby, and that's why you fucking talk like that. That's why you
Yeah.
fucking talk like that.
Yeah.
Like it's always the most transphobic, turfy little boys who talk so much shit about the dolls, but in reality, they want a doll balls deep inside them. Okay, FF pig bottom bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Like for realsies.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, these fucking, like, you chasers, like, you think you're so slick and you think you're so DL, but baby, we know. The dolls and I have been conversing and we know what you are, faggot. Happy Pride.
But then he kept going. He said like, "Oh, you're probably 120 kilos," and I was like, I wasn't about to describe my slim waist and my
Your petite frame and your feminine little voice.
And then he said something that got him like instant like chat ban from the game. He probably just told me to kill myself or something.
Yeah.
And then he died, and I laughed at him, and then he left the game.
Hope he killed himself. NGO.
Yeah, we all reported him.
But yeah, I feel like a femme queen. No, I feel like these little fucking boys, and like also like, yeah, let's clock the fact that like the dolls will always carry in every fucking game. Like, come on, like June, Coco, like
Yeah.
you've been fucking new, bitch. Like I hate like I hate transphobes, like for realsies. I do. Like trans women are carrying us on their fucking backs, you know, and that's something that we all need to recognize. Like, and you know, I just hate when trans women are not given their flowers for being excellent and being the standard and being the blueprint. Like what the girl JT said, pretty like a transgender, clock it, because that's the real tea. Like all these bitches want to look trans. Like all the hottest girls come from that country. What country is this flag from? Like literally, but like, you know, we all need to give credit where credit's due. Like the trans women and especially the black trans women who have been carrying all of us on their backs for decades and decades, you know? Yeah. There's been a bit of a situation in Ballroom in Nam recently. Lots of anti-blackness, like anti-black sentiments and like just hate crimes and disgusting words coming from people's mouths and people in the community as well, and like, and not even just that, but a lot of these microaggressions against black people in the scene have been coming to the surface, which is so disappointing because, like, you know, we all know, and every time we go to an event, and we always pay our respects to the black and brown femme queens who built this scene, who the scene was created by and created for. But a lot of people are really just forgetting the roots, and also just like not being respectful or mindful in any way, shape, or form. And this is the thing, like, and I am of the belief that, like, of course, black excellence exists and will always exist, and we need to give credit where credit is due. But at the same time, we should not just respect black people because of how they benefit our lives and like the ways in which they benefit our lives. Like, we should just respect people, black people, period. Like, that's the real tea. And I feel like, you know, you shouldn't, it's like what we're nice to Vietnamese people because they gave us banh mi. Like, I just think that that's the stupidest thing. Like, and it also kind of creates this like expectation that people of color, and specifically black people, have to perform to this insane standard and be the most amazing and be the most perfect victim for us to respect them. But then left, right, and center, we're always rewarding white mediocrity. all the fucking time. Like a fucking white man with a fucking mod micro bang haircut and Japanese raw salvage denim jeans and a white t-shirt who works as a bartender. We'd be fucking clapping it and letting him hit and letting him do all the things for doing absolutely fucking nothing and contributing nothing to society. But then if people of color want to be respected, we have to contribute to society. Like we have to perform. We have to be the most talented, the most divine, the most spectacular. Like fuck all of you.
But in
okay?
your example, you said the white guy was a bartender, and don't you think that's quite important?
Bitch, yeah, he's contributing to alcoholism in Australian culture, mama. But I just think it's like...
My dad is an alcoholic. Oh, sorry. What was that?
Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my face. But that shit really pisses me off because it's like, you know, we should respect people of color regardless of what they contribute to our lives, you know? And it's like, I just hate that, like, and like, I think that a lot of people of color and even trans people are kind of put and at this ridiculous standard of like, yeah, having to be perfect victims. Like with trans women as well. It's like, you know, like trans women have to be so successful and surpass everyone in whatever craft or like creative pursuit or thing that they're pursuing in their life in order for us to respect them. And I think that's bullshit because like there are lazy dolls. There are dolls that, you know, don't contribute anything to society. And I think, but this is the truth. Like, and just like me, like I'm a person of color. I don't contribute shit to society, but I don't think that like I'm not worthy of being respected and being cared for and like, you know, not being mistreated like because of that. Like it's bullshit. It's like you just fucking like people expect us to fucking sing and dance and like do all the things in order for us to earn respect. But it's like white people never have to do that shit and we always fucking respect them and we put them on fucking pedestals for doing absolutely fucking nothing.
Amen. Like,
so that is like my like opinion and that is my belief. And I just think that like it really pisses me off. I think that we always need to give credit where credit is due. I think we always need to give people their flowers and you know, recognize the reference always. But then at the same time, it's like that should not be the only reason why you don't like discriminate or hate crime a person of color and especially a black person. Like it's so crazy. And you know, like so many people like posting on like reposting stories like talking about like denouncing anti-blackness in ballroom, which I think is really good. Like, and I think that it's good that people are starting conversations and creating dialogue, but it's not about the conversations that you have online. It's about the conversations that you're having in real life, in real time with your friends and your family and clocking anti-blackness and like actually holding people accountable in real life. Because I was seeing people sharing those stories and it's like, one, some of those people are fucking racist and some of those people were the ones that are being accused of being racist towards black people. And secondly, there were lots of people who weren't even in ballroom who didn't know anything of the situation or of what actually happened. And then talking about it like they know shit about shit. And it's like, you know, I just think that like, not saying that like, if you're in ballroom that you should denounce anti-blackness. Of course, it is everyone's responsibility to do that. But I just think that it's like some people wanting to give their 2 cents into a conversation that they were never invited to in the first place. And also I do think that like and at the same time I want to say that like I hate when people try to police people of color and tell them how they should express their anger and their rage. That is none of our like rights, you know. That is none of our right to tell, for example, like to tell a black person how to express their anger. And I think that I hate when people like, you know, try to tell them like how to talk about that, because that is none of our fucking rights at all, you know. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like just like white people just wanting to like do their little Instagram story bit to get the likes on their Instagram story. Like it's like it's fucking performative and I see through it all the time. But yeah, and I also think that we shouldn't like leave the responsibility of like being educated about these things and like educating ourselves on internalized racism and homophobia and transphobia and all these things on the oppressed group of people, you know? I think far too many times, like, especially when it comes to like anti-blackness, people are relying on black people to educate them on that. And it's like, bitch, you have fucking Google, you have an iPhone, okay? Like, you have access to as much information and resources that you could possibly need, especially living in a country like Australia. Like, it's like, do the fucking research yourself, put the work in yourself, you know?
And all the time.
Because it's just fucking tired. It's tiring, and especially as an Asian person, needing to educate people on how to not be racist towards Asians, and you know, not enforce harmful stereotypes towards Asian people, or just like even being queer and like needing to teach people how to not be homophobic. It's like, why the fuck is that my job?
Exactly.
I will take responsibility, and like, you know, there are times when I'm in a mood and I'm able, like, I have the capacity. Oh, I hate that word. Sorry. I have the capacity to be able to do that.
It again.
I have the capacity and the space to be able to do that, but I feel like I don't want that to be my responsibility for the rest of my life. I want people who are not part of my struggle to learn about my struggle themselves, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, like, I do appreciate when people, you know, message me and kind of ask, like, you know, what ways can I, you know, be like, I don't know, like a better ally, or what ways, like, what can I read, or what can I, you know, look at to kind of learn about these things. Like, I do appreciate that people like look to me for that knowledge and stuff. But sometimes it's like, it can't be all the time. It can't be forever for the rest of my life, you know?
Yeah. But I think if someone like comes to you asking for like, oh, where can I learn about this? I think that's okay. But
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the time people are like, they say something stupid and then you have to correct them.
Yeah.
Or they just like ask some dumb fucking
Yeah.
question.
Oh my God. Like, okay. And like, no hate to this guy, because like he apologized and we sorted it out. But like, one time this guy messaged me and he was like, oh, like, he's like a white guy. He's like Greek or something. He messaged me, this fashion boy, and he was like, oh, like, I have this idea for like a t-shirt. What do you think? And I was like, what's the idea? He was like, yeah, I wanted to run it by you because I thought you would be really into it. He wanted to make a t-shirt that said succulent Chinese meal. If you know the reference, you know. If you don't, you don't, whatever. Regardless of whether you know the reference or not, it's fucking racist and weird. But then the way that he was talking about it with me, he was like, yeah, I just like could really see a lot of hot Asian alternative girls wearing this shirt. And I think that we could sell a lot. I think it will be a really big hit. What do you think?
I think seeing it from that perspective is crazy. Just get like a white guy who thinks the meme's funny to wear the shirt.
And the way that he said it to me as well, he was like saying like, oh yeah, I know like my humor is like a little dark and like a little edgy. So like, you know, and I know that your humor is the same. I was like, baby, don't group yourself with me. Don't group yourself with me, because you're a fucking racist. And that t-shirt is like the most Asian fetish shit I've ever heard in my life. You want an Asian person. You didn't even say Chinese, by the way, because you just assume that all Asians are Chinese. You want an Asian person to wear a t-shirt that says succulent Chinese meal, and you want me to give you the green light? You're so fucking stupid. You're so fucking stupid. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You stupid fucking guilo bitch. I was like, what the fuck? And then I replied to him and I fully clocked him and I was like, that is really racist and weird. And the fact that it's coming from you, like, baby, that is not cute. And then he was even saying, he was like, oh yeah, I was thinking of running it by this girl who runs this t-shirt brand because I know she's Asian, so she'd probably be behind it. I was like, baby, is she even Chinese though? What if she's fucking Filipino? You're gonna make her wear the fucking succulent Chinese meal shirt? Like, you're fucking crazy. You're You're fucking crazy. I was like, fuck you. Like, and fuck you for thinking that I would ever be behind that. Like, I'm not fucking racist. Like, yeah, I can
Girl, you should have asked me.
Like, I'm Asian and I can make jokes like discriminating against myself. I'm secure about the fact that I'm Asian. I love the fact that I'm Asian and that I'm Chinese Indonesian. I take great pride in that, you know, and sometimes I'm allowed to make jokes that are like, you know, making fun of myself because I have every right to, because of this discrimination I experienced in my life. Bitch, it's reclamation. I'm reclaiming it. Reclamation vintage, mama. And it's like, but then he like tried to think that he had a right to talk like that just because I do. Like, look at yourself and then look at me, bitch. Who the fuck do you think you are? So then I fully clocked him, like, and then, oh my God. And then, of course, the fucking waterworks. Like, he sent me all this voice notes being like, Jade, like, I'm so sorry I offended you. Like, I didn't mean to. I'm your biggest fan. Like, I look up to you so much. Like, I have so much respect for you. I believe this. I do believe this because he is like one of my number one reply guys of all time. But then I just said to him, I was like, you really need to, like, do some personal internal work, because if you really believe that coming out with a t-shirt like that would be like at all acceptable or not offensive to anyone in any way, like you've got another thing coming, homeboy. So then, you know, he apologized and he was like, yep, I'm scrapping that idea, like thank you for giving me your input and everything. And I was like, that's okay, like it was a mistake, and I do, like, I'm just like getting emotional talking about it now, like I do forgive him, but I just think it's like, don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. And honestly, that put me off posting on my Instagram story for a while, because I was like, if this is how people read the way that I speak and think that it's okay to speak to me in that way or run ideas like that by me because of how I speak, I'm like, doll. Like, I had to reevaluate myself even. I had to look inside myself.
What did you find? Bats?
Cobwebs.
Cobweb.
I found duck pate, mama.
Oh, that's beautiful.
When I saw,
You moaned at the thought of your own duck pate.
I love tasting my own puss. I love tasting my tuntun. Is that so wrong?
I just wasn't aware.
When I was with my guy, he was fingering me, and then I was I was gagging on him. I wasn't even like sucking. I just like held it in my mouth, like, and he was like,
Whoa.
deliver. Sorry, that was my voice is so hoarse today, but just know that he was enjoying it. Just know that he was enjoying it. Another one, thank you. I was enjoying it too. I like being gagged. Why are you gagging? So you know I bring it to you every time. But I do enjoy being gagged. You know, I'm the throat goat. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you. I just think it brings us closer.
My hands are really
I think
cold.
it just brings us closer, you know, when I talk about my experiences with you.
About your tung 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 sahur. I love hearing about it, and matter of fact, I have a heart on, and I think that is just symbolic of Pride Month and bonding with your friends and
Bondage with your friends. What?
bonding.
What?
Bonding like this.
Do you feel like when I describe my sexual experiences to you, it's like you close your eyes and you can imagine yourself there, like you're watching?
Like I'm watching you.
Yeah.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah, because this might help you with your addiction.
I think that
Instead
is
of fantasizing,
I don't
instead
think
of watching,
voyeurism is gonna help. I think it's gonna make it a lot worse.
Instead of thinking about like needing porn as like a visual stimulus, like you just think of me having sex.
I still have
with
to
other people.
I still have to imagine it.
Do you still have a heart on?
I never had a heart on.
Oh, so you're a fucking liar,
I'm
huh?
fucking classy, bitch.
You're fucking. No, I'm kidding, Ethan. I want you to have your own experiences. I really do.
I actually would like to watch.
Me and my boy toy were actually talking about it. We just want you to be happy.
And I think you and your boy toy should shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Yeah.
Oh, baby, we'll never leave you alone.
Yeah.
I can't believe you dropped me off at his house. That's so cute, Ethan.
Yeah. Anything for my baby.
You're like, we look like such a couple of besties. Doll, I love you. And you know, I just want you to be with me every step of the way.
Okay.
Do you want to walk me down the aisle if I ever get married in the future?
Yeah, I won't trip you. Yeah.
You're gonna throw pearls on the fucking on the stage.
I'll set up booby traps. There's a fly. Maybe someone should timestamp every time they can spot the fly. Yeah, I'll walk you down, of course. And then
Or are you gonna be under my skirt?
Baby.
Are you gonna be under my skirt?
Well, it depends when you're getting married. I might be able to clone myself. But otherwise, I'll walk you halfway and then I'll sprint to the altar so that you can meet me there.
I have to like follow you when like my fucking like my veil is like dragging behind me.
What? No, I walk you halfway and then I run to the front and then you have to like walk yourself the rest of the way because I can't walk you all the way to the front to then meet me.
I could just imagine you running and then you're like, hee. You turn around and you're like, hee. Wait, can you make the noise?
I don't know. I can't remember the noise. No, I can't
Do
remember.
it.
I need to watch the video.
Do it.
Babe, ow. Stop. You can't just hit me until I do it. Ow. Ow. Stop. Jada.
Oh, what are you going to do about it, big boy, huh? What are you going to do about it? Ow. Ow.
That's how
Ow, Ethan. No, it's not okay when you do it to me.
I think it's okay.
Wait, this is the noise that Ethan makes when you hit him. He goes like, ow.
I don't do that. Oh, I don't do that. It changes. It's authentic. Got my legs
You
are
can
so
tell when
soft.
somebody's outcry is performative. What was I gonna say? No, I just think it's really funny. Like when no, it's not funny, but I love when people.
I do like that.
I love when I like you. I don't give a fuck about your boyfriend. I love.
Okay.
You want to be in the motherfucking cameras? No, Ethan, listen.
I'm trying.
I love when people love you, and I love when people appreciate you as much as I appreciate you. But they will never know what it's like to really be best friends with you. But I like that they can see from like an outside perspective how much you mean to me. You're like my little pet.
I'm your little right hand.
You're my silly rabbit.
Oh, baby. I love.
I don't care how long it takes. What
That's
song?
awfully
What's
sweet,
your
thank
wedding
you.
song?
Girl, I don't fucking know.
Girl, it's so confusing sometimes to be a girl.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever thought about that. I don't know if I've ever
Well, I'm
actually
gonna
pictured myself getting married.
Really?
No, I've never like
Oh my god! Imagine you in like a little suit and like
Why is it gotta be little?
and getting married to your boy in like a suit. Oh, stop! I'm gonna come. I love calling my sneaky link daddy.
She said you what?
I love being like, thank you, daddy. It feels good. I like being a little girl.
Okay.
No, it's like I don't know. I think that like if you're a degenerate freak, like if you get it, you get it, babe. If you don't, you don't. But like this is what Sam was talking about. Like I used to think that his like age regression and his like age play during sex was like weird, but like I kind of get it now, and it's like, not saying that I age regress. I don't, but I'm saying that like
It sounds like you
no,
do.
I like acting as a slave to an older man.
So
And-
like
and-
you in your
and-
head you force the guy to age progress.
Yes, he's so progressive. And I like letting him have his way with me, and like, you know, whatever he wants to do with me, I'm just like so for it. And it's like I don't know. There's like a level of trust that we have with each other because we do that, but it's nice, and I like it. And that's just in terms
You're
of like
hypnotized.
I'm not dignitized. That's just maybe a little bit. That's just like
It sounds-
shut up. That's just kind of like the like I don't know, like the relationship within the sex, and it's like all contained in that, and I like it. But I don't know. It's like I haven't like like been with someone who's had like a daddy like kink and like in like a long time. And normally like if they have, they
Since me, right? What's so funny? Hey,
I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy.
who's your daddy?
You know your daddy's home. But no, like sometimes like guys want to be called daddy during sex, but baby, they're not really a daddy. Like you're not fucking me like a daddy would. So I'm not gonna call you daddy. Like I'm not gonna give you that pleasure because you don't deserve it. You know, only somebody who really deserves that and who really understands the role of daddy,
Yeah.
daddy, dada, can be called daddy.
Baba.
Yeah, baba, baba, baba. Yeah, so it's like only somebody who really understands that and who really fulfills that role will be bestowed the privilege of being called that by me. So just know that I'm doing just fine, y'all. Just know I'm doing just fine and I'm being treated with the care and the respect and the degradation that I deserve.
Exactly. Just be careful of your left booby.
Oh. Sorry,
I don't
have you been
think it
looking at
slips.
it?
Yes, but for like just like the purpose of
Baby want milky?
stop.
If you're gonna crash out, just do it now.
You mean if I'm gonna leap onto you and suck on your breast, do it now?
You're like, oh my god, wait, I'll actually show you what like this guy I'm sleeping with. I'll show you what he does to me. You guys are gonna die.
Oh.
Okay, pretend you're me, Ethan. Lie down. So
Lie down, like on my
yeah.
back.
So
Stop lifting my legs. Let me lie down first.
no,
Ah!
just yeah, like that. So okay, imagine like Ethan is me. So he like puts my legs up like this, and then he's like
Ow!
there, and then wait, can you hold your mic up to me? Like when he has my legs up like this, and then he's like inside me, he like slaps my feet like this. He goes like, it's so gaggy. It's so gaggy. It's like I like being slapped. Like I
But he
feel
doesn't
like
suck him?
no, he doesn't. But I did sniff his armpit this morning, and it was too clean. It was too clean. It was too clean. Like I want to smell it post gym. I want to smell it post sauna.
You should rub your crack
I
on
want to
someone's
smell
armpit and
it
then smell it.
post
That really
cold
hurt my
sweats in your sleep. You know, it needs to be stinky for me to really get into it. You know, like it needs to be wet and musty. But yeah, so like I do like being slapped. Okay, can you fucking listen to me for once in your fucking life? Yes. I like being slapped because I think
For once in my life, I have someone who needs
for
me.
once in my life. I think that it's like a nice little surprise when you're sleeping with someone and then they just slap you like, oh
What? When you're asleep?
no, like when you're like doing
Sleeping
when you're
someone
doing
is code for
yes,
having-
hanky panky. I'm trying to get monetized here. Oh, bitch, we're so over monetization right now. But I think it's like, I mean, obviously, like it's like you need to have consent for it, and I think that it's important to just lay down the groundwork before you get into it. But it's like I don't know, it's just like really like, ooh, daddy. You don't want to be in the motherfucking cameras, babe. It's my boyfriend. We've been together.
Bae, you don't want to be in the motherfucking camera.
Ethan, we are gonna die alone.
What?
We're actually gonna fucking die alone. Do you think about that?
Bitch, if we died now, we wouldn't be alone.
Because we have each other. Oh, that's so. Shut the fuck up, little.
You might die alone,
No,
bitch. I'm good, thanks.
Ma'am, this is the Wendy's. I think that like I don't know. Do you think that we're cooked beyond? Do you think that we're cooked beyond love and compassion?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I'm cooked beyond love and compassion. I think I am just beyond love and compassion. I don't think
You're like above that. I'm sorry. I'm above that.
Wait,
Like,
did I say in the last episode? No, because my therapy was last Tuesday.
yeah.
I
What?
told my therapist about how like I don't feel like I have like a longing for love or like want to be in relationship or like in love with someone now, but eventually I want that to change and like I can kind of see it for myself in the future. And she was like, that makes me really sad to hear that. And I was like, fuck, should I have not said that? Should I have said something else?
She's like, I'm actually gonna report you to the police, and we're gonna admit you like.
That's the first time she said like that sounds like really sad, and that makes me sad to hear. And I was like,
yeah, because you know why? Because
I was lying. I swear.
Because your therapist sees like
I was just paralyzed. I'm paralyzed.
No, bitch, your therapist sees how like sweet and kind and like cute you are, like cute as a button. And like your therapist like sees that like, you know, you have so much love to give and like you deserve to be loved right back. Everybody in your life sees that except for you. So when you're gonna wake the fuck up, wake it up, and finally accept love in your life. What's that song? By Asha Putli, like, so please don't push me away. Sorry, I just like, oh, my voice is so bad right now. You guys, I'm Filipino. I can sing, okay? I'm fucking Filipino.
And what's your voice bad?
I'm paralyzed.
Jesus. You good?
You can see like my post-morning sex glow right now. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm in a mood. Like I feel good. I feel really good. And you can just tell. Don't look at the eczema on my eyes. Just look at my little mouth.
Stop. Oh.
Oh, baby, I was making spit bubbles all night.
Stop. Why did we even try to monetize this shit?
Long. Oh my God. You know when you're sleeping with someone and there's like a song that plays in your head? I mean, you won't know. But when I'm having like really, really good, like, good sex, he eat this cookie because it's good for him. No, you know what song plays? Sweet Love by Anita Baker. Oh wait, no, is it by Zayn? There's like this song. It's like no, like ZHANE. It's like sweet taste of love, the taste of love. It fills me up. I don't know that one. Oh, that's a really good song. Okay. Also, On and On by Tyler. Let's take it back in time. Party like it's 95. Like, oh, when I'm like getting ate out and it's like good, like I'd be listening to that in my head. Good. Like literally. No, when it's
what do you listen to when it's bad?
Dude,
it's so rare that you sing a song and I actually know what the fuck you're trying to sing.
My body turns and yearns for that sweet that will never come. It's never over. Sorry, I just I think about that's so bad when I'm getting ate out and it's bad. I think about my ex.
Oh.
No, I just think about I think I just disassociate. Like I think my mind wanders someplace else, somewhere nicer and sweeter. Somewhere like away from the hellhole that like I'm currently in and like the fucking hellscape that I'm currently experiencing. Bad head will do a body bad. Let me tell you something. Like bad head that sticks with you for life because there's like a shame and embarrassment attached to it that you let someone go down on you and it wasn't good. And then you just have to like live with that memory forever. Like, baby, the body keeps the score. And my body scored plenty.
Yeah, it has.
I want to go to South Korea and get like chemical peel and microneedling on my face and my body so that my entire skin sheds and that I become a new person.
But your tattoos will come off.
No, the tattoos will stay.
No, they'll come off.
No, they'll stay because they're quite deep embedded into my skin. Also, speaking of
Why
tattoos,
did you say that?
Shut up. I don't think that, I don't like when people ask me to give them a tattoo tour because, doll, if I wanted to give a tattoo tour, I would. But, I don't feel that body is necessarily something that I want to brag about. I don't feel comfortable in my skin. I don't necessarily like myself. So like I hate when like I like when people tell me that my body is tea, like okay, work, like I guess so, but I hate when people like hyper focus on like the tattoos that I have because I don't like all of them. I got a lot of them when I was 18 and I was young, and I think that I don't like the idea of people being so like of like perceiving my body to like this highest degree. It makes me want to cover up my skin even more and not even like be able to see an inch of my skin. So like if I haven't given a tattoo tour, there's a reason why. I just don't feel that comfortable in my body yet. So please don't ask. You can see the tattoos that I have on my body, the ones that I've
Hey, sweet, you got anything we can't say?
You see, it's just like that. It's like if I had a tattoo that you haven't seen,
It's on my labia.
If I wanted you to see it, you would have seen it by now. If you haven't seen it, then you haven't sucked me, and then you don't get the right to see the tattoos that I don't show everyone. Like that's my God-given right.
Yeah.
So fuck what you think. Stop being so nosy. Like, have you ever just like stuck your nose out of someone else's business? Also, I'm not like a gatekeeper. Like I'm not saying like, oh, I don't want people to copy my tattoos, whatever, because obviously tattoos is like I don't give a shit about that. Like whatever. Like, but I just think that like I don't know, I think it's kind of like an invasive question, like NGL, but whatever. Like people will ask what they want to ask. Like I can't control that. And I think that and it does stem from personal insecurity. So it's not necessarily everyone else's issue, it's my own issue. So I recognize that.
Are you like taking the question similarly to like someone asking the meaning behind all your tattoos? Because I think that's shade.
There's not really meaning behind any of my tattoos. I do have one for Ethan.
Did I just get you to do a tattoo tour?
Which is this little mouse on my leg. Because there's this picture of Ethan that he sent me once where he looks like a little mouse. So, and then he chose this tattoo. So then I got that for him.
I want to kiss him.
Okay, you didn't have to leave a wet patch on my fucking leg. Thank you very much.
Okay, maybe I should have specified tongue kiss, but whatever.
Did you have anything you'd like to contribute before we end the episode?
No.
One thing.
One thing. I stopped eating as many dates. If anyone was concerned, I did eat too many in the last episode.
Ethan's family put him on a restricted diet because he was eating too much food.
It's not funny. My whole my whole family has issues with their eating, okay? I'm not taking advice from them. But
you're like, I'm not taking advice from you eating disorderly bitches. Like eating disorder? Nah, bitch, I'm eating disorder.
Look, they just think I'm gonna They think I'm gonna die. Mum did have a point by saying the dates are too sugary, but I did come to that realization on myself after eating like 50 in last week's episode, and my stomach hurt.
And you were like completely pinging, like you're just like bouncing off the fucking walls, like tweaking the fuck out.
But dates are good. My poos are immaculate.
Yeah,
Anyone interested?
I think like because this is the thing we're talking about Ethan's mom being an almond mom, like because they basically said to him like you're not allowed to eat more until you go to the gym and work it off or like make it into muscle. But I think Ethan just wants to be big, and that's okay.
Yeah, I just want to put on some weight, and they think I'm gonna die because of it. But it's like I'm starting at a point where I'm underweight for my height. Like I weighed like 65 at a point, and I'm like 6'1", which is like low. And I was like, that's low, which is like okay, like I'm still alive, but I also don't want to be that skinny. Like I don't want to feel that like frail. For me personally.
Yeah. I do like that you have like a bit of weight on you now. Like I feel like your face is a bit more full. Your belly is looking nice and pregnant and it looks good, you know? So I think, I mean, just keep eating. Like fuck what your family think. But then again, if you don't want to be controlled by them, then why don't you just move out? I'm
an eater.
I'm an eater. I eat people. Sorry. Do you guys know that from Mean Girls? Like, I'm a pusher. I push people. Oh my God. Such a good line. I'm a finger.
I fing people.
You know what?
Is that one good?
You know what? I'm just going to call him the man. You know what the man told me his comfort movie is? What? You're actually going to gag.
About time.
Wolf of Wall Street. Who? What are you, a fucking owl? I'm like, of course. That is the most like, of course, Wolf of Wall Street is your fucking comfort movie. I'm not even gonna make a race joke like regarding that. If you know, you know, but like, come on. Like, that's like, come on, mama.
Like the least comforting movie ever.
Like,
What is comforting about that?
like literally, like that's like my like.
Do Margot Robbie's voice.
Venice? Who? What are you, a fucking owl? Sell me this pen. Sell me this pen.
It's like a magic pen.
Anyways, but then again, you know what I said to him? I was like, my comfort movie is Coraline, and he was like, oh, that makes so much sense.
You're so edgy and cool.
Now, what did you mean by that? You know what I should start calling him? Mr. Big.
Don't.
No, it's actually giving Mr. Big Sex in the City, but not nearly as toxic and evil as he was. But I love that line from Sex in the City with Sarah Jessica Parker. She's like, "Have you ever been in love?" And then he's like, "Abso-fucking-lutely." If you know, you know, and the more you know, the more you grow. And you're a grower, not a shower.
I'm an eater. That's graphic. You're scaring me. Hey.
Okay, show me your best either face. We'll end the episode after you do this. No, come up close to the camera. Come up close to the camera now, Ethan. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm dead fucking serious. Come up close to the camera right now. Go.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to count to 10.
I'm not doing it.
Go.
No.
Do it.
No.
Push yourself outside of your comfort zone and take control of your life for once in your life.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
Go. That's how you eat it. That's how you fucking eat it. Are you serious? Are you serious? After everything I taught you, that's how you eat it.
You taught me.
A little to the left. Okay, y'all, that's it. That's all I have to say. I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm an eater. Hey, my name's
You're
Eden.
the biggest performative eater in your life. When was the last time you ate something, huh?
What?
You fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. And you're just trying to gain attention from women. But you're actually lying. You're not an eater. You're a manipulator of emotions, and you're a toyer of emotions is what you are, because you say that you're an eater and I'm a munch. When have you ever munched anything, huh? What was the last box you munched besides KFC,
when
bitch?
I came over, you couldn't finish your breakfast, so you told me to eat it, and I helped you finish. You like that, baby?
Oh, you think you're so fucking clever, huh?
It's what's that?
You think you're
what's
so
that
fucking
word?
clever.
It's a sexual innuendo. I'm
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
Okay.
Oh, I love you. Okay, I'm actually like ready to go.
I'm so.
Can I get it? Can I get it to go? Can I get it? Can I get it to go?
Okay,
Can I get it? Can I get it to go? Can I get it? Can I get it to go? All right.
go.
Goodbye, everyone. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week.
Gag.
And we will see you another time.
Gag.
Bye.
Wait. Morning, excuse me. Do you shave your pussy?